Hi guys, my name is Dan Harland. I am a local cardiologist here at Aurora St. Luke's Medical Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Your teacher, Mrs. Barmanji, asked me to reach out to you guys with a little video just to tell you about myself, about what I do as a cardiologist and my path to get here. So my story has always been one of southeastern Wisconsin. I was born and raised in Milwaukee and grew up in Brookfield, where I went to the one and only Brookfield East High School. So I'm a proud 2003 alum of Brookfield East High School. So that's how old I am. God, that's a long time ago already. After that, I went to Carroll College, all the way out in Waukesha, Wisconsin, which is where I actually met your teacher, Mrs. Barmanji. We studied biology together, and I was good friends with her husband, Dan Barmanji, and we played football together. We were both offensive linemen for Carroll College way back in the day. And that is really where I picked up my passion for science and pre-medical studies. And after college, I took a year off, not of my own choosing, but as part of the application process to med school. But that's a discussion for a different time later on in your guys' career, the application process if you're interested in getting into medicine. And I worked as a research technician at the medical college. The following year, I went to MCW for my med school training and was there for 4 years and stayed on for an additional 3 to do what's called a residency in internal medicine. And then after I completed that, I moved all the way to the south side of Milwaukee to do some cardiology training at Aurora St. Luke's. It's a very well-known center for cardiac care, so I was really privileged to be able to do my training in general cardiology there. I stayed on as a chief cardiology fellow and then what's called an advanced imaging fellow for a 4th year at that program. And then in late 2019, I started my work here as a faculty cardiologist. So I'm what's called a non-invasive cardiologist. That basically means that I see patients in clinic and I read diagnostic studies, but I don't do what are called invasive cardiac caths. So I'm not poking needles in people or doing surgeries or anything like that. A typical day in clinic for me starts early in the morning around 7 o'clock, and I review all my patients, and then I see patients on Tuesdays usually from about 8 in the morning till 5 o'clock at night. And the type of patients that I see are people who are sick with some sort of cardiac issue, whether that be heart artery disease, some sort of valvular heart disease, or some kind of arrhythmia. And then I work with those people to figure out what's going on and how we can best treat them with either medications or sending them for procedures. I'm also able to do some basic procedures, something called a transesophageal echo, where we put a flexible ultrasound probe down into your esophagus to get a really close look at the heart, and we can make some really awesome 3D pictures of the heart with that technology. When I'm not seeing patients in the clinic or in the hospital, I'm doing what's called cardiac imaging. So I read a couple different types of studies. Those are cardiac ultrasound, which we call echocardiography in the business. And I also read cardiac CTs, which is a 3-dimensional X-ray technique where we can look at the heart arteries and valves and structures. And then I do nuclear cardiology, which we primarily use as a form of stress testing in patients that we suspect heart artery disease. So that's the vast majority of what I do every day. So I love it. It's a great field that allows me to channel my passion for science and learning into caring for people. I'm sort of unique, I guess, in that I got to stay here in town for my entire training, all the way from high school through undergraduate up through med school and on into my graduate medical education training, which is the residency and fellowship. So I really would like to be able to share more with you guys and have an opportunity to meet with you in person. Clearly we're in the midst of this just totally unforeseen time right now, and hopefully as more of the population is getting vaccinated, this is going to wrap up and we'll be able to meet in person. So I would love for in the future, if people are interested in any sort of medicine or health-related career, to have an opportunity to shadow me. That's just not the right time to do it right now. But hopefully in the future, I'll get to chat with Mrs. Barmagi. Maybe we can arrange some kind of visit or meet and greet in person. It's really great what you guys are up to, and proud to be working back with my fellow Beast Spartans. So hope you guys have a good day. If you have any questions, Mrs. Barmagi can get in touch with me by email. I'm happy to answer emails directly from you guys if you'd like, or we can set something up to meet in person. So hope you guys are well. Go Spartans.